So, yeah. After multiple delays and all, finally we are having this session. So, this session is nothing related to Selenium or something like that. It's just more on the data structures part, algorithms part, or some Java programming questions that you face in the interview time. These are the agendas of the session. So we are building it brick by brick. So in the last meeting that we had discussed about the search algorithms, that was binary and linear search, one of the popular search algorithms asked in any interviews or anywhere you go. So today our agenda is to understand this bubble sort algorithm. Okay. So what is this bubble sort algorithm all about? Anyone heard of it? Like most of you have heard it during your college days or somewhere. Can anyone try to tell what you mean by a bubble sort? So bubble sort is one of the popular sorting algorithms, and yeah, one of the popular sorting algorithms, one of the easiest algorithms to begin with, right? So let's try to understand the logic in a layman way that we can understand. One of the easiest algorithms to get started with. So, for suppose, let me take an array whose size is 5. Okay, right? Let me take an array whose size is 5. So I have the values like 90, 20, 40, 12, 25, or 25, something like that. Now these are the values that I have in an array. Great. I hope everyone is able to see and everyone is able to hear me properly. Great. Yeah, that's fine. So now these are the numbers in an array. Now what I have to do? Now I have to sort the values using bubble sort, right? Using bubble sort, I have to sort the values. So what do you mean by a bubble? Like for suppose, okay. So imagine that this is the first value we are taking. Okay. Now what we are doing here? Now I'm checking whether 90 is greater than 20 or not. Is 90 greater than 20, everyone? Is the condition satisfied? Yes or no? So guys,
Yes,
I need
Rahul.
90 greater than 20. The condition is satisfied. So what will happen here? The value 90 will be stored in a bubble. Okay. The value 90 will be stored in a bubble. Now, since 90 is greater than 20, what I have to do here? I have to swap my places, right? I will say 20, 90, 40, 12, and 25. Clear, everyone? Is this clear what we have done? Any doubts so far?
Sorry,
If
I
it's
just joined.
greater
Can you
means
please repeat?
So this is the sorting algorithm called as bubble sort, one of the most popular sorting algorithms that we are discussing. So what we are doing here is we are trying to understand the algorithm. Now, whatever values are mentioned, 90, 20, 40, 12, 25. So what we are trying to do, we want to sort the values using bubble sort. So I'm saying that I'm taking the first value as 90 and I'm checking is 90 greater than 20. So the 90 greater than 20 condition is satisfied. So once the condition is satisfied, I will store this 90 in a bubble. What is this bubble? Bubble is like a temp memory. Okay, it's like a temp memory. So what we are doing, after we found that this 90 is greater than 20, then I will swap the values. That means I'm interchanging the values of 90 and 20. Is this clear?
Yes.
Great. Now the story doesn't end here, right? Now I have to check whether 90 is greater than 40. Condition satisfied. Then what I have to do here? Again, you have to swap the values, right? Right or no? So what I will do? Again, I have to store this value 90 in a bubble and I have to sort everything again. One is 20, one is 40, one is 90, one is 12, one is 25. Great. Is this clear, everyone? Yeah. Any doubts, guys?
Yes.
All good? Now, what will happen? What's the next comparison that we need to do? Is 90 greater than 12? The condition is satisfied. Now, swap the data. So, what I will do here in the next 20, 12, 90, 25. Clear? Is this clear, everyone? Any doubts? Yeah. Yes. I hope everyone is clear. Can you confirm in the chat box? Or
Clear,
can you?
Rahul.
Yes.
So that lets me know what you're clear or not. Now, what will happen here? What's the next iteration? Is 90 greater than 25? The condition is well satisfied. Then we swap values. So what we will do here? 20, 40, 12, 25, 90. Now what we have concluded here, 90 is the maximum value in the given array. And that is positioned at the last. Is this clear, guys? Any doubts? Right or not? Right. Only Tangam has understood. How about Abhishek, Chiranjeevi, Harshita, Mahima? All good?
All good.
Yes, Rahul.
Great, great to know. Yeah. So, how many iterations we have covered so far, as per your opinion? How many iterations we have covered so far? Yeah. Do you think only multiple iterations have happened, or only a single round of iterations happen?
Not a single round of iteration has happened yet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So what will happen here? So only a one round of iteration only we have covered so far. 20, 40, 12. So what are the values that we have? Now what are the values I got after the first iteration? 40, 12, 25, 90. values array data after first round of iteration. Got it? These are the date. This is the date. These are the values are obtained after first round of iteration. Clear? All good? Now, does our story end here? No, not really. Our story still continues. Okay. Now if you see here, this last part of the array is sorted. So we don't want to worry about this last part. Our focus remains on these 4 values. Got it? Any doubts so far? All good? So let's sort only these 4 values. 20, 40, 12, 25. So what I will do? I will check is 20 greater than 40? Not satisfied. So it remains at the same position. Now I will check whether 20 is greater than 12. Satisfied. So swap values. So what will be the output here? So I'll say 12, 40, 20, 25. I hope this is clear, everyone. Any doubts? So if everyone is clear, then what's next? What next I have to check? Is 20 greater than 25?
Greater than 25.
Not satisfied. So this is the end of the second iteration. So why are we going this detail? Because when someone asks you what is bubble sort in detail, someone might ask. This is definitely a guarantee question. Like, what do you mean by bubble sort? When you apply for a SDT role, what do you mean by bubble sort? And all, this is a guarantee question. So if you explain it in a detailed manner, they will have a confidence that, okay, you're clear about your own algorithms. So what are the values achieved in the second iteration? 12, 40, 20, 25, and 90. These are the values I have achieved in the second iteration. But do you think last 2 values are in order? Do you think the last 2 values are in order? No, right?
No.
No. Still there's a lot of confusion. But one thing I have finalized in this iteration is I have found by most minimum value. You got it?
Yeah.
Found the minimum value. Correct?
Raghu, I didn't get it. This 12, 20, 40, okay, no swap. 40, 12, so 12, 40, it's swapping. So then how it move like a 12, the first,
Okay, if you see at the top, this is the first array after first iteration, right? So our
correct.
focus is on all these 4 values. So is 20 greater than 40? Not satisfied, right?
Yes.
20 greater than 12? Satisfied? Then swap the values.
Oh, it's not comparing 40 and 12. Oh, okay.
See, in the previous iteration, why we compared each and every value was that our value 90 is changing the positions. Got the point?
Yeah, now I understand that. Yeah,
Great. Clear?
yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
Now, this is the second iteration. Now, what we need to figure out here, what we understand from this, that, yeah, what we understand, we found the minimum value, we found the max value. Now, where is the scope for us? The scope is to get this data sorted. Got it? Is this clear? So
Yes.
let's get this data sorted back. Forty, 20, 25. Now I will check whether 40 is greater than 20. Satisfied. So swap 20, 40 and 25. Now I will check whether 40 is greater than 25. Satisfied. Then swap. Right? Now what will be the values? Isn't this array sorted, guys? Isn't this array sorted? Clear?
Yeah.
Now what will be the value after third round of iteration? How my array will look like? So what are the values? 12, 20, 25, 40, 90. Got it, everyone? What is bubble sort? Within 3 iterations, the code has been satisfied, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So any doubts? Everyone is clear with what is bubble sort, right? Array is completely sorted after third iteration. Since we are doing it manually, we are able to say that this is the last value, this is the first value, this is the area we need to sort. We can partition it and we can do it. But in reality, can we do all these things? Yeah. Is this clear? All good. So if everyone is clear with the algorithm, can we go at the coding level? Right. Fantastic. So let me write the code for this. So you can declare an array directly like this. Okay. Now this is an array. Now let me write a for loop for int I equal to 0, I less than a1 dot length. When I say a1 dot length, it determines the size of the array. Got it? A1 dot length means determines the size of the array. Okay. Once we determine the size of the array, then what I will do, I will say, now I have to compare two values, right? Now I will get my value as 40, but I have to check whether the value is 21 or not, right? The swap, I have to check and I have to swap accordingly. So what I will do here, let me write one more inner loop for int j equal to I plus 1, j less than a1 dot length I plus j plus. Now what I will do here, if a of I greater than A of j. So the value present at 0th index position is greater than value present at first index position. Then I have to swap the values. How do I swap the values? Let me take a temporary variable. So what is happening here? I told you bubble. So what we are doing here, whatever the value that is present in the 0th index position, I'm storing it in a bubble. Then whatever value that is present here, I'm bringing it to the first position. Let me explain it to you properly. Imagine that this is 40. Imagine that this is 21. So what is happening here? 40 is stored in a bubble. Okay. 21 is moved to 0th index position. Okay. And 40 is moved to first index. Is this clear, everyone? The agenda of this 3 lines of data is we need to swap the values. We need to swap the positions of data. Clear? Right? Whatever we discussed programmatically, the same thing we are doing here. Okay. So once you feel that your sorting algorithm is ready, so after sorting, so this is before sorting. Got it? So let me run the program. Now, is this clear how the sorting has happened programmatically? Anyone wants any explanation on the sorting, guys? The same algorithm, what we have done, we have followed the same thing, right? Yeah. Vaishnavi, Abhishek, Chiranjeevi, Karshta, Revati, Sanjay, something. All good?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope everyone is clear of the logic that we have used there and we have what we have used here. But
And Rahul, if I have to like sort it in a like descending order, so all I
then
have to
you
do
need to,
is change the lesser. Yeah, yeah, that's all right.
that's all.
Okay.
Now, there is a problem with this algorithm. The thing here is now manually when I tried to sort the algorithm, what did I showcase you? I have showcased you that I can sort it in 3 ways, three rounds of iteration. But as per this algorithm, how many times it will take to sort? It will sort the data in it will take 5 times to sort the data because the length of the array is 5. But the problem here is here manually we have decided which is largest, which is smallest, and we have sorted it. But Java doesn't decide that way. It will keep on running the loop, even though the conditions are not satisfied, the loop will keep on running. Got the point? Like how as a human we have decided which is small, which is large, and we have decided not to iterate that part, not to iterate this part, how we have decided. But Java is not that smart enough. Even though if the condition is not satisfied to swap the values, it will still continue the number of iterations. So that is why we say that the time complexity is O of n, O of n square, because we are using 2 loops to run the perform the swapping and sorting algorithm, because here also this loop is running for 5 times. I mean, running for 5 times. Here also I'm running for 5 times. So if you see the time complexity that we have discussed in the last month, so 5 into 5 means it will take 25 times. The more the size of the data, more time it will spend on sorting the data. So that is why O of n squared. Is this clear? All good?
All clear.
Yeah.
So
What
do they
else?
ask this time complexity in the interview? Like
Like
what would be
some,
the
they will give you some code and determine the time complexity. Like that they'll ask. Like it's just used to check how efficiently you're writing your code. Like when you use some automation for loops for automating tables or grids, something like that. How efficient is your algorithm? Can it handle huge set of data? Because we assume our code writing that we have to deal with small set of data. But if you want to deal with huge set of data, will your algorithm sustain? That is why they
Mhm.
ask this kind of questions.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, if everything is clear, so
Rahul, can you explain that n power 2 complexity time
okay,
timing?
this is related to time complexity. So there's a concept called as time complexity. What do you mean by time complexity? Is that how much time does the logic take to execute irrespective of any size of data? Got it? Got it, Tanga?
Yes.
There is another concept called as space complexity along with time complexity that determines how much memory allocation is required to perform the logic. Okay. So when it comes to time complexity, we have multiple parameters. When I say O of 1, it is constant. That means what? It never changes the time taken irrespective of whether there is less or more data. When I say O of n, it's a linear equation. What do you mean by linear equation? Time taken to execute the code will increase as the size of the data increases. Okay. Okay. Then we have O of n square. Just a moment. I'm just searching for the notes where I've written about time complexity in the last slide. 1 second, guys. I'm just finding out the notes so that I can explain your time complexity better. Yeah. O of n square is quadratic time. That means what? Time taken to execute the code will will amplify as the size of the data increases. That means what? If I have if I have five sets of data, it will take around 25 units of time to execute. Like for example, for sorting algorithm, now if my size of the array is 5, it will take around 25 to 30 times to finish the sorting process. You got the point, Tangam? So the more algorithms we discuss, you will understand the concept like how we calculate and decide the time complexity. Got it?
Sure.
Like it's generally how much time do we take to execute? Clear?
Yeah.
Is it
So,
like the time?
sorry.
Is it like the time taken to execute one iteration? How
No,
much our
complete
time
code.
takes?
Complete
Oh,
code.
no,
Time
here
complexity.
square n represents what?
Like this A1 dot length differs, right? It can be
Yeah.
5, it can be 10, it can be 20. So
Oh,
more the set of data have to run more iterations, right?
yeah.
So
Okay,
in the
got it.
second inner loop also, if I have 10 rows of data, 20 rows of data, I have to run for n times.
Yeah.
Try to understand. Here loop
Yeah.
runs for n times. Here also loop runs for n minus 1 times. See,
Yeah.
when you say n into n minus 1, because we are going one for loop inside another for loop. Got it? So we need to do
Yeah.
a multiplication operation. N into n minus 1. So always remember this minus 1 and all are negligible values. I'll say n square minus 1. So this since here 1 is a negligible value. So that is why we say time taken to execute this code is big O of n square. Got it? See, first I will take the initial value of I is something like 2. Then after finishing the complete inner loop only, then it will go to the outer loop. After finishing the complete inner loop only, then it will execute the outer loop. You got it? Why this O of n square has come for this bubble
Yeah.
sort?
Yeah.
So another common thing for any algorithm
Yes.
they'll ask you is, what is the best case scenario? Best case scenario also O of n square, because we don't know whether data is sorted or not. Irrespective of whether data is sorted or not, I have to run this loop again and again. Best case scenario, worst case scenario, everything is O of n square. Got it? Yeah. Any doubts so far? What do you mean by bubble sort? In order to save some time, what we can do is, I will say minus I. If I say minus I, na, if the last value of the last part of the array is, if you know that the last value is present at the end, then gradually I will decrease the size of the array. If you see the algorithm that we have written here, right? If, if you see the algorithm that we have written, in the second iteration, what we have done, we have decided that we will not take the last value of the array, right? We have decided not to take the last value of the array. So we focused our iteration on completely on this area, right? On the remaining four values. So what I'm telling to Java is that do the same thing. Here we have discussed this point, remember? Guys, are you able to see the diagram? We have discussed
Yeah.
this point. So when we have decided that the maximum value in the array is coming at the last position, why do I need to worry about it? I will ignore my last position one by one. Got it? I'll ignore the last position of the value present in the array one by one. Great.
Uh,
Yeah.
but Rahul, for this example, next time, can you go back again that
Yeah.
uh, can you go back again that screen? So the last value it's sorted properly, but next time it's a first value it's fixing, right? Like not that last one, right? Before the
So
last one.
see, always in a bubble sort, the last value will be sorted. Like if you want to sort the data in ascending order, the last value will be the maximum value. Got it?
Yes,
So what we have decided that this last value, I don't want this last part of the value to participate in any sorting algorithm. Got it? Tangam, you got the point?
right.
See, once you know
Yes,
that you're
yes.
confident that this is the last value and this is the highest value, don't make it part of the sorting concept. At least we can reduce the number of swapping, right?
Correct, Rahul. That first time it's okay, but for next time when we talk, right, it's not 40, it's not going to that 25th position, right?
It will go. Like what I taught you here is I've taught you the algorithm here. Here, if you see here, I've taught you the algorithm that we have decided here, right? In the third iteration or second iteration, we have decided that 12 is the minimum value, 90 is the maximum value. You got the point?
Yes,
This is the algorithm. When we write a real code, automatically 90 will be at the last, 40 will come here, 25 will come here, 20 will come here, 12 will come here. So that's a theory part of the bubble sort. This is the practical part, how we have written the code. Got it?
okay.
So why we are doing a1 dot length minus 1 to reduce the number of swappings. To reduce the number of swappings. Because more amount of data you swap, more memory it will be consumed. Okay? Is this clear, guys? All good? I hope no doubt so far. So just I have a small task for you. What is the question that I have is sort only the odd numbers in the array. Do not sort any even numbers. You got the point now? I hope everyone got the question here. Yeah.
Yes,
Try solving this question. Like since 10 more minutes, I mean 15 more minutes are there. I mean sorry, 18 more minutes are there. I want you to try solving this question so that we can understand how well you have did this. I'll just give you 5 minutes time. Don't worry if you are unable to solve also, that's fine. But I want to know how much you have understood about the sorting concept. Got it? Try to solve it, it's okay. If you are unable to solve also, that's fine. I will solve it for you. But try, give it a try. Just try, just to know that whether you have understood the things properly or not. Yes, sir, you're trying to solve it.
Give me just 2 more minutes, Rahul.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone able to finish it?
No.
Equal to. Okay. So let's follow the drill. I equal to 0, I less than a1 dot length, I plus plus for int j equal to 0, right? Now what I want to decide, if a1 of j modulus 2 double equal to 0 and then a of j modulus 2 double equal to 0, then skip that iteration. Got it? Got it, everyone? I do not want to swap any even values. My agenda today is to swap only odd values. Got it?
What does this continue do? Like,
Sorry,
what is this continue do?
what is continue? Continue is part of the for loop. Who asked me? Change
You
it
don't
for
want
that
to
continue.
do but you, no, no, no. It's for just my clarity that you don't want to do any action right now, but you want to
Yes,
continue.
skip the current iteration.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if it is a odd value, I will say a of, we know the drill, right? The same thing we need to follow. Got it? So let's see whether the data will be sorted or not. I hope we are able to see now. The even values positions have not changed. Only the values which are odd number, only their positions have changed. The same sorting algorithm I put. But what I have seen here, if either of one of them are even value, skip the loop. Got it? If they really want to test your bubbles or technique, they will give you, this is the one of the popularly asked interview question when you try for this mang companies. I asked people seeing in mang companies or when you want to try for a product based company, this is the question. Sort the data only for even numbers, I mean only for odd numbers. Got it? I hope everyone understood the algorithm here. The same algorithm, but what did I do? I have just put a condition that all the even numbers, whatever you're getting, should be skipped off. Yeah. Is this clear, guys? Any doubts?
Clear.
Clear around.
So this
Yeah.
is something that they ask. So there are a lot of questions that they ask on bubble chart. So I'll be sharing some questions for you to practice on bubble chart. Please try to do it. If you're unable to get it, let me know. Okay. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So I request all of you to practice till here. And for the next session that we connect, we will work on selection sort. That is another sorting algorithm, right? Till then, I'll be sending some questions on bubble sort for you to practice, which they ask indirectly in interviews. Like directly they'll ask you to explain what is bubble sort. They'll give you some question and they'll ask you to explain. Yeah.
So have you posted any question for us?
Already the question, no, this question I posted, right? Sort the data
No,
only for numbers.
no, like for any bubble other, like any bubble sort question.
We'll share. After this class, I'll share. There are some 5-6 questions, I'll share them.
Okay.
Okay.
So I was trying to solve this in a different way. Tell me if it's not gonna work. You there?
Yeah, share the solution.
Yeah, I did not like come to the conclusion yet, but my uh, like this formula was I did this for loop twice as yours, but I did not do the this if A1J. Uh, I just did like if A1I modular 2 is not equal to 0 and the same for the J not equal to 0, then I was trying to sort. I was not including this line. So will it work or it won't work
No,
if
it
I
won't
don't?
work. It won't
It
work
will.
because before sorting only, I want to check whether before swapping only, I want to check whether it's an even value or not. That
Okay.
see what is the question? Only if the number is odd only, the swapping operation should happen. If it is not even an odd number, then don't discuss that thing to me. That is what I'm
Yeah.
telling you. Got it? All good?
All good, Ryan. Yeah.
Okay then. See you on the next Saturday. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Ram.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Rahul. Bye.